Hi, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns here. I just thought I'd pop on. The new catalogue is about to launch tomorrow, on Wednesday the 3rd of June. And as a demonstrator I've been lucky enough to have some bits already from the pre-order. And I made this card with some new DSP that we've just got coming out. And it's a textured DSP, which will mainly, I think, be used for backgrounds. But let me show you. I've got a share of it because some of my fellow demonstrators and I got together and shared a paper share just to get going, and to get a few bits that we could use and show you guys. So this one is called In Good Taste, I think. In Good Taste. Bear with me, just let me look at the catalogue. I can't show the catalogue to you apart from the front cover. Isn't that beautiful? Just let me check. Yes, In Good Taste. And it's a large paper stack. There's lots and lots of it, and it comes in 12 by 12. And it's a little bit thinner than the normal, but still really quite a good quality. But it's all backgrounds. I don't know if you can see. That's like a tiled hexagon, and then we've got wood grain, and then we've got like a brick effect, and a sort of Hessian. This is lovely. It's like I don't know, like an Italian tile type thing. More wood. This one looks like textured plaster with some paint in it. More wood. More brick. I haven't got a full set because I've used some of it. This is like a whitewashed brick wall. More wood. Let's see what else we've got. More tiles. Sort of Hessian effect. More wood. This is like a basket weave. I hope you can see it, the light's shining a bit. More plaster, textured plaster. Anyway, you get, oh, I like that one. You get the idea anyway. It's lots of tiles and textured patterns. And I was sort of shuffling through it yesterday and thinking, what am I going to do with this? Nothing was really coming to me at first. I was thinking, yeah, lovely backgrounds for things, but nothing was immediately springing to mind. And then I remembered a comment that one of my colleagues had made about adding flowers on top of wood and it looking really effective. And suddenly this picture popped in my head of this brick wall with ivy, and I thought of Wisteria, so I've used Gorgeous Grape for the flowers on this because I wanted it to look like Wisteria or lilac or something like that, but I think it looks really quite effective. But I wasn't sure how it would stamp on designer series paper, so I thought, well, go on then, let's give it a go. And I really like how it turned out. So I'm going to show you how I did it. So first of all, as the card base, I'm using a pre-scored, pre-bought one because I'm waiting to do my order and I haven't got any Whisper White. Well, I've got a little bit that I'm using for sentiments and I haven't got any more. So I'm using some of this out of my stash. So this card measures 5 7/8 squared. And because I want to use Gorgeous Grape, I'm going to use a piece of Gorgeous Grape as the matting layer. But I also want a sentiment layer. So rather than waste it, I've chopped the sentiment layer out of the middle with one of the dies from Stitched So Sweetly, my absolute most favourite die set that I've got at the moment. I love it. I use it all the time. So that's going to be for the sentiment. So while I was at it, I've chopped a little one out for the sentiment on the front, and I'm going to use this brick paper, and I'm going to have to trim it down a little bit to fit, but I'm going to stamp it first. So this matting layer is 5 5/8 squared, and this will probably end up being 5 3/8 squared, but we'll stamp it first and see how it turns out. So I'm going to use one of my most favourite stamp sets of the moment, which is Beautiful Friendship, and I've just recently got into stamping images. I was more of a DSP person before. Cut up the DSP, make a pretty card front, and then stick a sentiment on it, or perhaps stamp a little flower on it somewhere. But I never really did just stamping, but at the moment I am absolutely loving just stamping. So I'm going to use this image from the Beautiful Friendship because I think it looks, I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be a leaf or what it's supposed to be, but I think it looks a bit like a wisteria flower. So I'm going to stamp that. And then from Very Versailles, which is my other favouriteest stamp set at the moment, I'm going to use this ivy. And I'm going to use Old Olive, which is my favourite green. I'm going to stamp the Old Olive first. So all I did was started at the top right hand corner and stamped, and I've stamped it full strength, and then I sort of went over here a bit and over here a bit, and then added a bit in there and stamped off the sides and down here. So you get the idea, just so it looks like it's trailing down the wall. And that'll do for now. And then I thought the way this stamp is, I thought it was sort of hanging the wrong way. So I turned my paper upside down and stamped that way. So all I did was ink it up and stamp some of them off, and I just think it looks really, really pretty. You can do as much or as little as you want. Hope you're all as excited about the new catalogue as I am. I can't wait for it to go live tomorrow. I've got a wish list as long as my arm, which changes every time I look. But if you haven't got a catalogue and you'd like one, just send me a message and I'll be happy to post one out to you, providing you're in the UK. There we go, I think that'll do. So there we are, that's the image stamped. So now we'll stamp the sentiments. So I'm going to use the same, I'm doing another birthday card. So I'm going to use the one that says birthdays are the best days and stamp that. It'd be good if I put that on there straight, wouldn't it? Sorry if the camera's shaking, I think this ink pad needs re-inking, so I need to order some of that as well. So pop that in the middle of there. Lovely. And then on the inside I also stamped a very big congratulations and best wishes to you. I don't like to have the inside of the card naked. I do like to put something in there, because sometimes it looks like an awful big white space, doesn't it? So I'll just put that in the middle, hopefully straight. And I think we'll have some of these flowers coming down from the top corner, like that. So now all we've got to do is put it all together. So I'll get some glue and some dimensionals. So I'll just chop this down to 5 3/8. So I'll chop a little bit off this end. And I think I might take a little bit off the top as well. So then that will go in the centre of there, like that. And that will go on there. I'm going to use some liquid glue. And add that to there. Make sure that's the right way up. And I'll add some liquid glue on the back of this one. So all the measurements for this are over on my blog as well at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com. If you want to head over there and have a look. Got lots of projects coming up with stuff out of the new catalogue. I'll add this to the sentiment layer, like that. And I think we'll put dimensionals on the back of that. If you haven't already subscribed to my blog, to my YouTube channel, I'd be really grateful if you could help me out. I'm going for 500 subscribers by the end of June, and I'm currently at 370 something. So I'm going to be putting a few more videos out on a more regular basis, so it'll be more for you to watch. So if you subscribe and click the bell, you'll be notified when I do upload a new video. And if you're new to my channel, you might not know, I do a weekly series on a Friday called Fun Fold Friday, and I think I've done about 17 or so already, and there's plenty more in the pipeline. So if you like fun fold cards, pop over, subscribe to my channel and press the bell, and you'll get notified. You'll be able to watch those, and then you can go back and watch all the ones I've already done. So there you go, 2 really quick, simple cards, bit of simple stamping on a piece of DSP. Hope you like it. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.